A little bit.
Hey, hi, hello. I'm at Teamsport West London for the very first time. I'm gonna take you, yes you, along with me and show you what the whole thing is like. We'll find out if I'm a natural or a complete disaster on track. The track looks amazing. 600 meters of full throttle, multi-leveled, 7 corners that really test your ability to thread the needle. I'm Heem and this is Heem Racing. Novice beginner racer trying to be on the top of the podium. I post regular karting videos on my escapades around team sport tracks around the country. Give us a like, a sub if you're entertained and interested. Let's head to the track. Let's see what I got myself into. Pull out of the pits on our formation lap. I'm trying to gauge the flow of the track. A red flag is shown just as a test for safety reasons. We pull away through the penultimate corner. Instinctively, I'm trying to hold and hug the apex. No point using the extra track on the right. Up the ramp felt really slow into a blind final corner. My positioning could do with a little improvement. Tires are completely screaming into the start finish straight. Not really a straight, but you know, double right-hander that has a tricky turning in point. Down the ramp into another double right-hander, which requires a slight lift or dab of the brake, which flows nicely into the down straight. Trying to hug the right and turn in just before the green light. Not braking at all to carry the momentum with me up the ramp. Keep as much as I can to the right, to the left, foot on the power, and that's a lap of West London. Starting my first hot lap, I tried to take a wide line through one, but missed the first apex, which unsettles the car into two. As close to the left barrier as possible, instinctively I'm dabbing the brake. My line, I'm too tight into the corner, leaving me to miss the apex and clear my speed up the ramp. Through the final corner, I turn in early and straighten up the steering wheel, immediately on the power. I come across the line with a 26.171. Coming through, I'm taking the tight line through one, slight correction mid-corner. On the down ramp, I turn in a little later, thinking I can straighten up on exit quicker, I can accelerate faster. Doesn't work out as I use the back end. I can tell I messed up with the hand wave. My turning here was much smoother. I decided to turn in late into the final corner. It felt more natural, but a bit slower, almost like I parked it on the apex. I get 25.541. 4 tenths improvement, but there's a bunch of time still to gain. For the double right hand, I brake a little bit more, but the car feels like it's understeering, so it takes me like 3 bites of the steering wheel to get through. I leave my turn in here just for after the green light and take my best line I've done so far through that corner. Take a wide line through the final corner, a 25.59. This lap here, I completely muck up the first corner, sliding all sorts through turn 2 and the down ramp. This lap, I wasn't able to find a consistent pattern or pace throughout any section or braking point. Yeah, it was poor. I'm correcting mid-corner almost every lap. Sliding is clear my speed. Plus, I haven't been using the boost. I came across the line with a 25.7. I'm getting slower, and in my head, I'm tripping and I'm falling. Make the decision to go flat out, an aggressive turning of the steering wheel into the double right hand corner. I go decently enough into the final corner. As I got on the ramp, I used the boost. I felt like I parked it on the final corner again, but I come across the line with a 25.3. Because of the poor run through the final corner and me not correcting, I'm tight through one. Not aggressive through the steering, through the double right hander, but decently enough through again. While on the straight, I used the boost. The boost felt good. I hook it around up the ramp. Again, not the best line through the final corner. Head to the line at 22.225, which is progression. I go out wide, cut in, back out wide, going down the ramp, dab on the brake at the bottom. Nice turn in, tight into the apex. Middle of the track, don't use the boost. Tap the brake in tight, apply the boost out the corner, up the ramp, tight into the final corner. Power, 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 power across the line at 24.574. That's a decent lap for myself.
I thought slow.
Huh?
I thought slow.
You felt slow?
Yeah.
I noticed some places you could improve in. You know this corner?
Yeah.
The way you
I
take
kept
this corner.
sliding.
Yeah, you turn in and you hold it for way too long. And then because of that, you end up sliding, losing the rate. So you end up doing all that correcting.
Okay.
And then, so you want to tiny flick in straight and hold it straight. And then if you can get back on the straight quicker, your rear tires will grip up much faster and you'll slide out way less.
Yeah.
You might be entering it. Are you feeling a big bump when you go up it?
No.
You're not sliding up into that corner at all.
Well, first couple of laps I was.
Yeah, and then
I tried to take it wider.
Yeah.
Take it wider so I can carry more speed down there.
You should take it wider, but just try and literally tuck as close to both apexes of that corner as you can.
Okay.
And then come straight out wide.
After a pep talk from the coach, aim is to go sub 25 for every single lap. The final corner, I've got to flick it in, straighten up and power forward. The first corner, take a wide entry into it, hit both apexes and power forward. Remember to use the boost either out of a corner or up the up ramp and power forward. Let's see if I get it done. One touch music. Five out of the 8 laps were under 25 seconds, with 3 being just over 3 temps away from the target, which is pretty decent. I'm really improving and I'm liking the track. I'm being very consistent with my driving. This track gets a very good out of 10 from me. Salute to you. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And him out.
A little bit.